Hello folks, and welcome back to another Interlude episode. We just cured, we alleviated Maya's symptoms of the Iscan fever. And right now we're gonna do a couple of quests. Well, maybe just one. And also talk to the people of Altago since things seems to have changed. I just went back to the city. Despite the rough times and the social stigma, Saya still said goodbye to me before he left. I really do believe that Sias cares about Tia and Maya. He truly is a man of virtue. Sias has always been like that, ever the gentleman. So the little girl's doing better, is she? It must be good to be a child. Bet no one would help me when I'm sick. Not with that attitude. I bet no one would help me when I'm sick. Why won't the merchants sell the medicine to people that need it? Maya could have died. I don't get it. Why won't they sell the medicine to people who need it? I don't get it. Sias told me on his return that Maya is alright for now. The medicine must have worked then. Good. Good for her. Were it not for your help, Maya would have been in grave danger. I cannot thank you enough. It will only get more difficult for Tia as time goes by, but I plan to help her as much as I can. I'm told Sias is an old friend of Tia's. He visits Old Town quite often. Were it not for his visit this time, Tia would not have been able to focus on making medicine. It will only get more difficult for Tia as time goes by, but I plan to help her as much as I can. I can't hear what people are saying, but I can tell by what I see, and it seems Maya will be alright. Still, it's rather rare for people in Old Town to get this shaken up about someone. Everyone must care about them deeply. I feel as though Tia is my daughter, and Maya my granddaughter, and I can sense a lot of unrest around them lately. Sias came again, huh? He just can't help himself, can he, from helping others? I'm sure a lot of people don't like that Sias frequents Old Town. So the little girl with Iscan fever was saved for the time being. Good for her. Well, I'm sure you have your own business to attend to. You just do what you came to do. I'm sure you don't have time to stand around feeling sorry for others. Thank you for saving Maya. Tia must be really brave going into a stinky old sewer with monsters. I still can't believe she did that. Thanks for helping Tia and Maya. I hear Maya caught Iscan fever. Rumor has it that Iscan fever can't be prevented. How frightful. I hear Iscan fever can't be prevented. All we can hope is that we don't get it. I hate to even think this, but their being here is not going to spread Iscan fever, is it? I'm not very fond of suffering to death, you know. They better not infect us. They better not frickin' infect us with their Iscan fever. Not contagious, is it? You know, maybe you're not a sincerity. Maybe you're just awful. It's just been about 3 years since Maya came here. Tia took her in. That was when the war was at its peak. I'm sure she was orphaned. I thought that something terrible must have happened that made her lose the ability to speak. Those two girls seemed happy. I hear Iscan fever is incurable. Tia will have to live with Maya's illness. But I'm glad Maya was saved. Everyone here really felt relieved. Your Maya's feeling better now. That's good. Tia was gone for a while too, so everyone was worried. Maya looks better, and Tia's back too. How cool! We'll see if any other dialogue has changed. Like, these two are looking different. So, Commander Sias is really from Old Town. The rumors are true? He's often seen around these parts, so people have always talked, but never actually thought. I can't believe General Sias is from Old Town. I'd always assumed he'd come from an aristocratic background. Dragon Knights? Here? Why? Are you sure? Have you been doing anything illegal? Wait, why is there... At a place like this? Are you sure? Oh, he's definitely doing something illegal. Oh, Maya's feeling better, you say? But it's not over yet. Poor Tia. I can't imagine what she must be going through. I'm happy Maya's okay. Even if she's still sick, at least she's still alive. I hear the crystal they need for the Iscan fever's medicine is in short supply. Maybe I can sell fakes. Hey, don't give me that look. I'm just kidding around. I ain't that much of a monster. I mean, you'd fit right in with the other merchants. I can't sell fake goods. If I'm found out, I'll be arrested on the spot. No how, no way, no taking that risk. I hear there's some commotion while I was gone, and they set up barricades all on the major roads. This is bad. I'm so far behind schedule. No, Kevin, pull it together. You can do this. Baby steps, man. Are they done with the inspections on the roads yet? My plan was to go to Sigroon has been severely delayed. There's a little girl. The war may be over now, but I can feel the tension in the air. I better tell my daughter not to wander too far away. But she's gone. She's not here. That still feels a bit uneasy here. I better keep my eye on my daughter. She's... Maybe she's outside and she's looking at her from the window. Oh, there she is. I can see that waitress's belly button. You don't see someone dressed like that too often in my country. A lot of people in Altago dress very lightly. Maybe it's a cultural thing because they live in a hot climate. I can see her belly button. If you showed your stomach like that in my country, you'd get sick. One of the merchants staying here brought her daughter along as well. She's such a cutie. She keeps staring at me, so I'm guessing she wants to say something. I can tell that little girl wants to say something to me. She must be so shy. That bastard Zanzibar that runs the business firm in the public square, he's truly a despicable guy. He's disgustingly subservient in front of the rich, but acts all high and mighty around the poor. Man, I hate that Zanzibar guy. How can I help you? The roads must be open again. I saw a number of Dragon Knights return into town. I hear that the trespasser was never found, even after all that fuss. Not bad, Mr. Intruder. Not bad at all. I hear the roads are open again. Still can't believe some intruders slipped through the Dragon Knight's fingers, though. Ah, I see you've got some rare minerals on you. Mind if I take a gander? Showed him a Titano bone. The bone of a Titano. This is indeed very large. How about I seg into a discussion on the common characteristics of Titanos? The first and most obvious characteristic of Titano is, of course, their size. They range anywhere from 6 to 20 milli. Truly massive beasts. There are many types of Titano: mammal, fish, insect, bird, water, wood, and rock. Furthermore, they have extremely long lifespans, often living for centuries. Perhaps the fact that such monsters can only be found in Altago is worth noting. But so far, I haven't found any clear reason as to why this would be. Well, that's it then. My curiosity as a scholar knows no satiety, though, so please do come again sometime. There's always more to know. Did you find something of interest? Oh, I guess he doesn't care about shale. The Longma cart has finally come. Sin's inspections are what held it. That's an innocent explanation, no? But as a result, many would-be passengers have likely missed a ride. Everyone times their arrival according to the Longma cart schedule. So when things were running late, I'm quite certain many people were at a loss. The trouble it must have caused. Those Dragon Knights, where do they get off interrogating an upstanding merchant like myself? Oh, are you guys on your way out to the plains? You'd better be careful. The Dragon Knights are giving everyone the third degree about some suspicious man. And that interrogation just wiped me out. I'm gonna go wind down at the tavern. The Dragon Knights seem much more alert and aware after the trespasser debacle. If it's true that nothing was stolen, then perhaps the incident was a blessing in disguise. Seems the intruder incident woke the Dragon Knights from their complacency. Maybe that break-in was for the best. I like that there are special bonds that form between synthesized weapons and those that wield them. I mean, they can only be created after working hard to gather all the necessary materials, you know? I work hard to make all of my weapons, so I always want them to be cared for by their new owners. Thanks a lot. Be sure to come in again. There we go. I hear the air and water in Kylos is clean and pure, because the village is so high up. I don't trade too much with Altago City, but that's fine. I'd still retire to a place like that if I could. I hear Kylos village is really pretty. Wish I could retire to a place like that. You can stop the movement of monsters from some time with a Mirror of Time. It can only be used once, but carrying one with you could prove useful. I see. Well, if you're ever seeking some words of wisdom, hopefully I'll do. You know where to find me. No cure for Iscan fever has been found as of yet. You can only treat the symptoms. But the medicine is extremely expensive, and not many know where to make it. That's something the poor could never buy. Pains me that I have no medicine able to treat Iscan fever in stock. I wish I could do something. I hear Road of the Dragon Knights is sauntering around town again, probably trying to score some cheap thrills. Why are the Dragon Knights just letting that horrible man do as he pleases? Why in the world would the Dragon Knights ever made a foul man like Road commander in the first place? The intruder incident seems to have died down a bit. Yeah, about time. I can tell the people feel uneasy about safety these days. Maybe I should start a mercenary agency. Residents are getting wary thanks to that break-in. Maybe there's money to be made with a mercenary agency. Sadly, this whole break-in incident has truly made my master quite a bit on edge. Perhaps it was a great business idea that snapped him out of it. Whatever it was, I'm glad to see him recovered. The way he switches to business mode in an instant, the merchants of Altago truly are amazing. We have a stone, we have a stone. Why, I've never seen anything like it. How does 5,000 gold sound? Yes, yes, please. Oh my word. Thank you ever so much. There you are. Enjoy, enjoy. If you find any more rare stones, please bring them to me. I'll be waiting. Ah, how tedious to have everything one could ever want in life. It's a kind of agony only those who are rich can possibly understand. It's so boring when you can get everything you want. Maybe you just don't have, the right imagination. Maybe you can't think of more things to want. I saw you sneak your way into the old waterway. I see everything, don't you know? You all have such stern looks on your face. Did something happen? What were you doing at the old waterway? Isn't that place supposed to be off limits? A female dragonite just asked me earlier if I'd seen a noble-looking girl with honey-colored hair. I've had numerous people ask me about the man in black, but a noble honey-haired girl? What's the story there? Come to think of it, you have light-colored hair. You seem to fit the Dragon Knight's description. But no, she couldn't have meant you. I mean, she called this girl a princess. Oh man. If you're looking for the female Dragon Knight, she's over at the viewing platform. She had such a desperate look in her eyes, I couldn't bear to get any nearer. crap, it's Sigroon. Sergeant Sigroon, are you still planning to continue with the investigation? We have our orders already. I think we should pull out. I cannot. The princess is my first priority, and she has yet to return. What if she's been kidnapped by that intruder? I'm sorry, princess. I should have kept better watch over you. Hey, Aisha, is she your aide or something? She seems really worried about you. No kidding, Sigroon always goes a little nuts about me. But it's too soon to reveal myself. Sorry, Sigroon, I'll explain everything once this is all over. Hey, Aisha? You sure you should just leave her like that? Sergeant Sigroon, I think it would be best for you to return to the palace for now. You've already been ordered to pull out, and I'm sure the general is awaiting your report. Alright, information first and foremost. Clues. Where could he have gone, Princess? Princess, your humble servant will most definitely find you. I just hope you're alright. I can't go back to the palace right now. Sorry, Sigroon, I'll make this up to you some other time. She's right there, Sigroon. Right there. This house is so big it takes forever and a day to clean everything. But I'm sure my master finds it easier to work in a clean house. Really, it does no good to complain. Many Altaginian merchants live in big mansions, my master among them. It's a status symbol, I suppose. A shopkeeper told me that all the fruits in Altago have gone discolored. Their taste has been affected as well. It's all very strange. Apparently all the fruits have turned sour. I was planning on using some in my cooking, but so it goes. The harbor has been quite busy, and I hear the detailed inspections have caused severe delays unloading cargo. Work will be a bit complicated for the next while, but such is life. I'd feel safer if they carried out inspections regularly. Waiting until something happens is a little too late. Before we go to the harbor, let's check out the market square. Flower Lady was here before, but I guess she left already. I wonder when she'll come next. I can't wait. I wonder when the Flower Lady's gonna come again. I better save up my allowance. I hear Commander Sias visits the Old Town from time to time. I don't want any strange rumors going around about one of our commanders. I wish he'd cut back on visits. People are watching us. I really wish Commander Sias would cut back on his visits to Old Town. Together with the calling off of the road blockades, the investigation in the palace has been completed. In the end, nothing was found. I can't believe that black-clad intruder didn't leave a single trace behind. I can't believe that trespasser didn't leave a single trace behind. Catching him will be tough. The economy has grown that I don't think it's time to restore the internal administration. It shouldn't be too hard if the king uses his influence. I really hope he will. For the sake of this country's future, now's the time for our king to muster all of his wisdom and lead us. Medicine to treat a scan fever rarely ever gets to the poor. It's wrong for a person's life to be determined by how much money they do or don't have. It's wrong for a person's life to be determined by how much money they do or don't have. I hear the former head priest, Reverend Dalian, is still serving the poor in Old Town. He's brave, I'll give him that. That's exactly why he was expelled, but he hasn't changed his ways. I should really speak to the Prime Minister about Dalian serving the poor in Old Town. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. Like the people in the city are so rotten. I can understand why Reverend Dalian chose to live among the poor in Old Town. He always mourned for those in Old Town since the day he came. Former head priest always mourned his inability to save the people of Old Town. The separation of church and state, the former head priest probably has more power to help the poor than we do. If you're looking for Master Zanzibar, he is at the palace. He was summoned by the Prime Minister just moments ago. I believe they are discussing a new policy. Master was summoned to the palace by the Prime Minister. They have been meeting quite often lately. It must be about the new policy. Welcome to the #1 business in all Altago, Zanzibar firm. There aren't many customers lately due to inspections of the sea route. Master seems resentful, but it doesn't really matter to me. There aren't many customers lately. Personally, I enjoy the quiet. I heard you weren't able to buy medicine for a scan fever. Choosing profit over saving someone's life. That's just disgraceful. You're a terminally ill child for the sake of profit. That's just wrong. Well, in an RPG it is. Oh, hello. Were you able to find me some seeds? I heard rumors that the little flower girl has Iscan fever. From the sound of it, it seems it's in remission at the moment. I'm glad for that much, at least. I can't believe the little girl caught Iscan fever. I'm just glad she's still alive. I hear the heightened security at the palace was finally called off. Well, it's not like we could have strolled in on in beforehand anyway. I wonder when His Majesty will make a public appearance again. I'd feel relieved just seeing him well. I wonder when His Majesty will make a public appearance again. Maybe his illness is serious. I hear that little girl from Old Town fainted. Is it Iscan fever? I had no idea you could catch it just like that. I had no idea you could catch Iscan fever just like that. How scary. Apple a day? Want one? I remember going around saying that Mr. Zanzibar is refusing to sell Scarlet Crystals. I understand wanting profit, but it's never a good idea to have potential customers hate you. When there's bad rumors going around, it affects business. Customers need to be treated with care. Well, I'm sure Mr. Zanzibar doesn't even care. Let's go ahead and check out the palace. Wait! You guys don't have any business here, do you?
Yeah, we do. Why? Oh, that's right, you snuck out of the palace, didn't you? I bet it'll be bad for you if you got caught. Any noise might give you away.
Shh! Not so loud. That is not funny. Anyway, I'll be waiting for you guys outside. Come and get me later when you're done, okay?
She's sure a handful. I guess it's understandable, though, considering her position. We'll just have to go in without her, Adol.
I was trying to see if there's any clues as to where the intruder may have gone, but no such luck. Thought I saw something out of the middle of the fountain, but it was a false alarm. I couldn't find any traces of the intruder, but we'll catch him eventually. You'll see. What's gonna happen to me? I can't believe there was a break-in during my shift. Commander Sias hadn't been there. I'd never have known that there was an intruder at all. This is not good. I'm gonna get an earful later. I just know it. Man, once the investigation's over, I'm just gonna get an earful. I just know it. I might even get kicked out of the Dragon Knights. Raud and his men claimed they were providing reinforcements to the city's perimeter patrol, but I know better. Such numbers have helped no one. They were out to drink and make merry, I'm certain of it. Commander Rad and his entourage were likely in town when the incident occurred. For shame, Commander. I mean, look, you can't work all the time, you need a break. I get that. Left no clues for us to follow. The high alert status in the city was lifted too. Let's just stop our investigation and join the other units. The intruder got away, so that's it. Why keep looking for him? Why not join the other units? Worrying about it at this point is just a waste of time. What the? I got him over here! Whoops, false alarm. Please excuse my jittery nerves, I thought you were the intruder. Sir, we conducted a thorough search of the area, but there was absolutely no traces, sir. Damned intruder. What the hell was he after? I hear His Majesty was not hurt. I'm so relieved. Apparently, it's because the Commander Sias spotted the intruder so quickly. Thanks to Commander Sias, His Majesty is safe. Is that so? I feel so relieved. I must say, Commander Sias' abilities are amazing, even among Dragon Knights. I wish Commander Raud would stop abusing his power and actually learn something from Commander Sias. There's a medicine to treat Iscan fever, isn't there? Then why don't people just buy it? What? Commoners can't afford the medicine? Well, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the commoners can't buy the medicine they need. Do you actually have a heart? I refuse to believe it. The way the intruder wielded his poleaxe, he may be the enemy, but I cannot help but admire his skill. If I ever run into him again, I'd like to have a one-on-one with him, just once. The way that intruder used his poleaxe, I'd like to have a one-on-one fight with him, just once. Palace was in an uproar because the princess could not be found. Sigroon had reported, just before the incident, that the princess had snuck out of the palace, but still. I wish the princess would stop sneaking out of the palace so much. It's not good to worry His Majesty. The incident was so sudden that no one was able to take the initiative. If he had been found any later, the situation may have been much worse. The intruder wasn't found when he was. I'm just glad the king is okay. Damn Roman rat, where did you run off to? I was thinking I'd catch him and teach him a lesson. Hey, what are you guys doing? Don't come waltzing into someone else's room like you own it. I mean, he's kinda got a point. But this is what JRPG adventurers do. Huh, I had fun kick some ass today. Damn Roman rat, where did he run off to? No one even realized that someone had broken into the palace until Commander Sias spotted him. Why are we so useless without the commander? Not for Commander Sias, the intruder might have never been spotted. How embarrassing. Now into the palace proper. We do need to report to the king, after all. Palace is pretty big, but it's not that populated. There's nothing like a trespasser to make the insides of a royal palace feel absolutely filthy. I made some headway, but there's still more to do than I can fathom. It's enough to give me ulcers. Halt! Cease! Desist! Stop! You're dragging mud all over the corridors! I just finished cleaning after the intruder incident. Please don't make the palace floors dirty again. No clear look at the criminal's face. No features you can remember at all. Okay, that's all for now, thank you. You may go. The culprit left no hide nor hair to be found. There are no clues to his identity whatsoever. It's truly a shame, but I believe our investigation will need to be closed at this rate. Yes, of course. There's also a chance for our business to grow exponentially. But Your Excellency, are you sure it is wise to speak of commerce at a time like this? The Dragon Knights will take care of the incident. As Prime Minister, I must always stay several steps ahead of the curve and look to the future. The intruder is but a momentary diversion. Altago's real threat is wrong, and its tremendous national power. Your Excellency is most wise. So may I ask how your proposal was regarded? It is the dearest wish of all merchants to institute policies such as that. I must attempt to sell His Majesty on the merits of this proposal, for the good of Altago. Zanzibar, while I care not for your methods, I hold your successes as a merchant in very high regard. I expect good things are to come of this. Not even Orbis like Zanzibar. General and Commander Sias are engaged in discussion with His Majesty. Please do not interrupt them. Ah, it's you. As you can see, we're quite busy with the intruder incident. If you're concerned about the checkpoint on the way to Kylo, so I've already sent word. You may pass without interference. Sias, you claim to have crossed swords with the intruder, no? Correct. He was quite young, but skilled nonetheless. I thought perhaps he was from Rome, but as he wielded a poleaxe... A red-haired adventurer, are you? You've heard that there was an intruder in the palace, no doubt. Perhaps you have an idea of who this intruder could be? No, not at all. Very well, then. Correct, no signs of any suspicious traffic at the harbor. It looks like Rome is likely not behind this one. I will heighten the security within the palace, Your Majesty. Ah, Adol, my apologies for all the confusion. A suspicious man broke into the palace in broad daylight not long ago. From the reports thus far, there appears to have been no damage. Yet it's cause for our alarm nonetheless. Especially considering how little time has passed since the signing of the peace treaty with Rome. I think we had the Coliseum to go to, and then the harbor. Altago is goddamn big. It's huge. And after just doing the little waterway dungeon, barely a dungeon at all, everyone's dialogue changed. You better stop talking about executions. If that trespasser ever gets caught, he won't be able to dodge a severe punishment. He may not have stolen anything, but he broke into the royal residence. He could even be executed. Enough with the executions. I'm kidding. Knowing His Majesty, he won't choose to execute anybody. Even if the intruder were caught, His Majesty wouldn't punish him too bad. Having a criminal fight a monster to the death, that is the traditional execution ceremony of Altago. Of course, monster used is trained to be especially vicious. The criminal never wins. And it's to set an example of what happens to those who would break the law. Scary, isn't it? Making a criminal fight against a savage monster, that is a traditional execution ceremony of Altago. I personally prefer martial skill competitions. Though watching Ursa perform is pretty exciting too. Among the monsters we keep in the Coliseum, there is also a Titano that we use specifically for executions. In this country, felons are executed by being forced to fight a monster. Executioner Ursa has warned us to use it. Executioner Ursa has wanted to use it for competitions as well for a while now, but it's just too dangerous. We keep an extremely powerful Titano here for the execution ceremony. You'd be surprised at just how powerful it is. A mere human could never win against it. You're foreigners too, right? I'm originally from a Rome colony. I ended up in Altago during the war and had nowhere else to go, but Executioner Ursa found me and took me in. Executioner Ursa treats everyone equally and is actually very caring. This country is heavily biased towards the rich and aristocratic, but Executioner Ursa treats everyone equally. She may look scary, but she's very caring as well. So I hear they couldn't find a trespasser in the end. How embarrassing for the Dragon Knights. I work for the kingdom as well, so I sympathize with them. Yeah, the Dragon Knights came to investigate this place too. Of course, they couldn't find a thing. Did they actually think I wouldn't have noticed if someone didn't belong here? You saying you can't eat the food I cooked? How rude! How can you say that after I went to all that trouble? I don't care if you're a Dragon Knight or my mother. You'll follow the rules of the house. The Coliseum may not be as glorious as the Dragon Knights, but it's a royal facility with history. I'm on security duty here. You never know when where the intruder will run away to. It's official business. If you can, make this woman go away. Keep shouting into my ear. I can't stand it anymore. I hear there is a prison where the Coliseum is now, from before the founding of the kingdom. Many people believed there was a prison for those who were opposed to the idea of the kingdom's establishment. Apparently, a lot of rebels used to fill this place up. It was so much livelier back then. And now it's empty. Completely empty. So we have the harbor left. Harbor is this way. They should be happy that the inspections are done. That's one less merchant group to take care of. Man, why are merchants always so whiny? I'd like to see them spend a day in my shoes. Not our fault the departure's held up. No need to take it out on me. Oh, I can't say I blame them. Merchant ship got off just fine, it seems. We'll be conducting searches on all ships, both inbound and outbound. I can only hope the merchants understand. We'll be conducting searches on all ships, both inbound and outbound. And we're ready for some angry stare-downs. Naval ships have all pulled off to their own harbor. The inspections at sea are done, but word is that they're continuing the cargo inspections, which is just aggravating. Chaos is on its way, though. All the ships stalled for inspection will try to dock at the same time. Not fun. I hear the intruder incident caused a big uproar in the city proper, too. And since they couldn't catch him, even after all that, the Dragon Knight's reputation is at an all-time low. I can't believe all it took to sully the good name of the Dragon Knights was one lone intruder. Finally, we got a ship out. Man, was this whole ordeal ever a pain in the rear. We'd better get to work and make sure that there aren't any more delays. It's the intruder's fault that there are so many delays, but it's our duty to make up for lost time. Double shift ahoy. Wait, if the intruder hasn't been caught yet, does this mean the Dragon Knights are gonna loiter around the harbor? You've gotta be kidding me. They're just gonna get in the way. They should just admit defeat and go home. That's already long gone, right? Dragon Knights should just stop pretending they're actually doing something and just leave us in peace. I caught sight of a man wearing all black not too long ago. His weapon looked awfully strange and threatening. I think it might have been the guy everyone's looking for. Earlier I saw a man who looked like a mercenary. Would that be the guy the Dragon Knights were looking for? Is he on that island?